Hello friends, how are you? Have you ever heard of the Sack Man? The faceless creature who appears in the shadows of the night to carry off disobedient children in a huge burlap sack. Many people believe he's just a warning from parents to scare their children. But what if I told you this frightening figure has a real origin? A dark story that begins with a miserable man, rejected by everyone, and who, after his death, became one of the most feared spirits in the world. Today, you'll learn the true origin of the Sack Man. And be careful, because once he opens the sack, there's always room for one more child. The Man with the Sack. In the late 19th century, in a small, forgotten village in the Spanish countryside, there lived a man named Salvador Montoro. A miserable wanderer, with torn clothes and a large burlap sack on his back. Inside the sack, he carried everything he could find: animal bones, old rags, and even scraps of garbage. The children mocked him. They called him a monster. They threw stones, laughed, and hid. But the adults, they feared him in silence. Because there were rumors that Salvador visited cemeteries at night, collecting human bones for some macabre ritual. A harsh winter fell upon the village. Hunger gnawed at him, fever burned his skin. Thrown out of a tavern while begging for food, Salvador wandered the streets in despair. That night, he broke into a house. And there, he found only a sleeping child. They say that, consumed by madness and hunger, Salvador opened the sack and placed the child inside. Then, he disappeared into the darkness. Days later, they found his body hanging from a tree in the woods. But the sack was never found. It was from then on that the stories began. At first, just whispers. I heard footsteps in the hallway. The sack dragged across the floor of my room. Then, children disappeared. No trace, no explanation. And the mothers wept, saying they heard only a muffled sound, crying coming from inside a sack. Legend said that Salvador's spirit never rested. He became the Sack Man, condemned to wander eternally, carrying innocent souls with him, just as he carried bones and remains in life. And his sack never fills. There's always room for one more child. The first victim? The son of the tavern owner who had thrown him out that freezing night. The child disappeared forever. And since then, everyone in the village began repeating a terrifying warning. If you don't obey, the bag man will take you.